guys again, Alexandra here. So today I'm going to take you through optimizing an article you have already published from a keyword's point of view. Now keep in mind that just changing a couple of keywords here and there won't be enough to maybe get that ranking you need. So instead, you're also looking at maybe getting a couple of backlinks, doing outreach, making sure that other on-page elements are on point. At the beginning of this video, I'm just briefly going to take you through the keyword research process. Now, for a detailed look at this and really at all the ways in which you can do keyword research, I'm leaving a link below with a course I have on Skillshare, so you can go through that before you start with optimizing your articles. So let's get started. Okay, so currently I have this article ranking for the working remotely feature snippet. Now I'm not going to show you how to optimize these articles in here because I'd be essentially telling you how to outrank this, but we are going to look at a similar topic, and that is the remote work benefits keyword. Keep in mind that for all of these SERP results, I'm using SERP Robot. Now this is the only tool I'm currently aware of that shows you the results page in real time. If you don't use this tool, all of the results here will be influenced by your other searches, interests, so you don't get the actual top 10. Now you can get a complete view of how I do the keyword research in my course, which again I'm linking in the description below. But briefly, some of the tools you can use include SEMrush. There's also the Ahrefs alternative, LSI Graph for latent semantic indexing keywords, and a tool like Answer the Public to actually find real questions people look for. So the first thing I'm going to do is have my SERP in here, take the keyword and add it into SEMrush, specifically from the keyword overview section. And I'm just going to search for this to find related keywords and questions. And I'm also opening another tab for SEMrush because I need to add in some URLs in there as well. So let's just take this article, for instance. So this is not in the top 10 currently, and we are going to basically turn it into an article that's worth being in that top 10 and really as high as possible. So I'm just briefly going to take the heading. Unless you are completely republishing this and you don't have any backlinks for it, you won't be changing the URL, so you need to work with what you have. And so I'm taking the rest of the text as well. And basically I want to have some kind of structure to begin with because this is one of those posts where the ideas are actually super useful. So the content isn't that bad, but the structure and the missing ideas are something we need to work on. Next, I want to start adding in here some keywords just to have an overview of them. And even just by taking a look at the keywords, and something you'll notice when you actually look through these results is that there's different intents for this keyword. So specifically, you need to consider whether you want this article to show the benefits that employers would have from a remote work environment or benefits that the actual team members will get. Just by quickly looking over these results, you will see that some of the posts actually tackle both of these intents, but most of them are targeted at employers. So we are going to our questions and keywords and taking keywords like how companies benefit when employees work remotely, what are the benefits of remote working. This will probably be a heading. And as you notice, we already have this benefits of remote working keyword in there, but I just want to repeat it once to know that it's an important keyword. You can also add your volume in here if you want to better prioritize these keywords. I also have benefits of remote working for employers. Now notice the volume for this is super low. However, it doesn't hurt to add this phrase at least once in your text somewhere. And basically the next thing we're going to do is look over all of these results. The first thing you want to check is just how the post looks like. For this, we have an introduction of the benefits of working from home. So in this case, the main keyword is actually the benefits of working from home. At this point, you want to consider whether this keyword might be better. So what you're going to do is take this keyword and add it into SEMrush along with the keyword that you already have, which is benefits from remote work. And you're going to see if there are any differences when it comes to volume. Now, the benefits of working from home keyword does have a high volume. However, something to be super careful of is what the reader intent for the keyword is. For instance, this article here talks about employees in general. So you could say it's targeted at HR personnel, CEOs, managers, but the tips in here are also useful for employees. So they did something pretty interesting by taking a tip targeted at the employee, for example, keeping employees happier, and putting it from the perspective of the employer. So this way you could actually use this article for both personas, the employees and the employers. So now that we know that this keyword is better, we can actually look through the other results and you're going to start seeing maybe the same keyword, benefits of working from home, or keywords similar to remote work benefits, and that is benefits of allowing employees to work remotely. So at this point, you need to decide if you're going to just stick with the keyword you have or go for a higher volume one. And this is what I'm actually going to do. So I'm changing this keyword for the benefits of working from home, but I'm not removing these keywords in here. I'm just going to make them less of a priority. And so basically this will be your main keyword and these will be your secondary ones, which you can mention in a heading or just somewhere in the text. And I'm going to my keyword research again, and I want to start taking some more keywords that are relevant to my topic. For example, benefits of working from home for employers. You can spot this similar trend between keywords that are synonyms. So just work with these. And there's also this interesting health benefits of working from home. So this gives you an idea that one section should be targeted at the health of the employees. There's also the environmental benefits of working from home keyword. Let's just have a second to look at this keyword. So right here you have your main keyword, benefits of working from home, and you have a modifier, so environmental or health. So basically by using this keyword, you are also referencing your main one, but you're just changing it a bit. Also look at related keywords as well. So you find keywords that don't keep repeating the exact same main keyword that you have. So every now and then you want to mention maybe the perks of working from home instead of just benefits and advantages. There's even queries like 20 reasons to let your employees work from home, which you can use to kind of get an idea of how many tips you actually need to have. We are going to go back to our list of results and kind of look at the numbers in here. Now, there isn't a specific rule for this, but ideally you want to have at least the minimum amount. So in this case, at least 10 tips. So I'm just going to add in here a brief mention of 10 tips so you remember that. Then I'm going back to my first result. You can go to just domain overview if you want to. Add in your URL in here. Make sure you have the exact URL in here and just run a search again. This is just how SEMrush works. And here you'll notice that this post actually ranks for over 26,000 keywords. As an idea, this is a huge number, but this is also good news because we have a lot of keywords to work with. So basically what you need to understand when looking at this list of keywords is that these are just words that have been mentioned at some point in the article or that Google associates with the article. So for example, should I work from home? This specific keyword does not exist in the actual text, but Google associates it with your article. So the goal for you when updating this new piece of content is to really think about what keywords you want associated with that blog. So what you're going to do at this point is take all of the URLs at the top of the SERP in this case and run them through this same search so we can compare the keywords from one article to another. And as you are doing this, you want to also have a look at the structure. And if it helps, you can write like the common headings separately so you'll know which types of headings meet the reader intent. So at this point, you're looking at the reader intent as well. So as you'll notice, the other articles actually have fewer keywords they rank for, but this makes it easier for us to have a look at the main keywords that we have to target and really change in the content we already have. Always keep an eye on the volume because this is the metric that will tell you which keyword to go for. So for instance, instead of advantages of working from home, you should opt for benefits of working from home. They even have a similar keyword difficulty, and the SERP probably looks the same way. So do check that as well. And now I basically have this list of keywords to begin with. You don't need to add all of them. Again, you can just add the ones with a high volume. And besides these, you can mention related keywords, like in our case, remote teams, remote companies, remote employees, remote work tools, working from home tips, anything that is within the same content cluster really. So now I'm just going to briefly take you through all of the changes you need to make. First of all, you have the heading we need to change. As you'll notice, most of the results have the number of tips in the heading, so you might want to include either 10 or 10 plus. Benefits of working from home. So I want the main keyword to be at the beginning of the heading as much as possible. And then you can add something else as an extra. For this, just have a look at the headings that are already in the top 10 and come up with a unique title that will stand out and also get people to click on that link. So one title example is 10 benefits of working from home for employers. Now this one clarifies your target audience. Another option is 10 benefits of working from home you don't have to miss, or you can't miss. You shouldn't miss out on, you must take advantage of. Then you can either jump to working with the structure or just start optimizing as you go. For example, you'll need the main keyword in the first paragraph. So I'm going to change this here to what are these benefits of working from home. And then you have a keyword already here, the benefits of remote work. You can also maybe just highlight and bold some of the sentences that introduce a topic. For example, something I like doing is let's jump straight to the advantages of working from home. And I'm also going to bold this. So you have essentially one keyword that's highlighted. And after this, I want to maybe add in something like this, which is a heading, the benefits of working from home for employers. And this is going to be my heading 2. And then I'm going to have the tips as heading 3s. And then just leave the conclusion as a heading 2, but I'm adding here a keyword like remote work benefits beyond 2021 because we are updating the article to keep up with any reader intent change, new keywords, volume changes, as well as facts and data that has changed since the last time we had a look at this. So now we only have 3 benefits. And none of them are for these keywords I mentioned in here. So we can come in and add a heading like Save the Planet. I'm just adding in some dummy text for now, just so we can get an idea of the length. And then you have this keyword, the environmental benefits of working from home. Then you can go to your health benefits of working from home. And you can actually turn this into a standalone heading and just talk about multiple benefits that working from home has on people's mental and physical health. And of course, under each one of these smaller sections, you want to add in like a keyword such as perks of working from home or something like Another benefit of working remotely is the counterintuitive productivity it offers to your employees. So basically, you can keep on adding as many tips in here as possible, add in images. Don't forget you can add the keywords as alternative tags as well, and even in the file name. Google actually reads these alt tags, although their main purpose is to help with just accessibility. You can have maybe one final look at the article and go in and add some small related keywords. So for the decreased cost per employee tip, add something like a remote employee, or instead of this, you can go and say something like become a talent magnet for remote teams or individuals or workers or team members. Work with this as much as possible. But what you don't want is at the end to have the main keyword in every paragraph. So right now it just looks like this. If you use the benefits of working from home keyword in this first paragraph, you can keep the second one either with a slightly different keyword or cut this all together and then add a keyword into your third paragraph. At the end, you can just run a quick search for some of the keywords again. For example, if you're not exactly sure about the health benefits of working from home keyword, you can use SEMrush or Ahrefs to see if maybe the health advantages of working remotely keyword would be better to use in this situation. You can always just use all of them sparingly. Something else you can do, maybe if you already have a similar article, like let's say you have a guide on working from home. You can just add in a URL in here. You can also go every now and then and add numbered lists, anything like that, as long as it's relevant for the tip to kind of break the text. You can always bold some sentences that you want to bring attention to, like maybe a question, or at the end, if you have a call to action, again, you can bold this. Don't forget to add your keywords even at the end. So instead of learn more about how remote work helps companies face anything ahead, you can write something like learn more about how you can use these remote work benefits to help your company go ahead or something like this. I actually have an article on 16 on-page SEO factors that you need to update at all times. So this will kind of show you more into where you need to place your headings, how frequent keywords should be, how to use links. And there's also a video version of this. Again, I'm leaving this in the description below. And what you need to keep in mind again is that these keywords alone will help you jump a couple of ranks, but you need to do the outreach and get links, get people to actually talk about your content so you can validate the quality of this piece. And always remember to look for ways to differentiate your content. So you know how I mentioned the 10 plus benefits of working from home? Something you could have maybe after the tips is maybe just hosting a webinar or creating a video with a different benefit of working from home and discussing that overall. So that's essentially how you can add in more diversity and value for this content. So this is it, guys. I tried to keep it as short as possible, so this is why I didn't go through the entire optimization process. I actually have a separate course on this, which takes you through my entire process of writing an article from start to finish. So I will link both courses in the description below. If you have any questions, I'll get back to them as soon as possible. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day ahead.